Prynhawn da, a chroeso I ddinas Cardiff ac I seremoni radio Prifysgol Cardiff. Good afternoon and welcome to the City of Cardiff and to the graduation ceremony of Cardiff University. I'm Dr. Chris Turner, and it is with great pleasure that as University Director, I welcome you all to today's graduation ceremony. We're here to celebrate our students' achievements, and I am particularly pleased to welcome parents, family and friends to join in this celebration. I'm joined here on stage by the President, the Vice-Chancellor, academic staff and the Students' Union representative. The President of the University, Professor Sir Martin Evans, will formally open proceedings, and the Vice-Chancellor, Dr. David Grant, will receive students to their award. To my left is Professor David Skilton, the university's orator, and later he will introduce the recipient of an honorary degree. Honorary degrees are awarded at our graduation ceremonies to those who have achieved considerable academic distinction in their field, and today we are most honoured to welcome Mr. Rhodri Morgan. Students, today marks a marvellous milestone in your life, as it does in the lives of those who have supported you over the last few years, and it's good to see that so many of them are here today. Now, I'm sure it will enhance your understanding and enjoyment of the day if we spend a few moments going through the procedures for the ceremony. For those of you receiving an award today, perhaps you thought that passing your exams was the biggest challenge in gaining your degree, but an even bigger challenge faces you today. You have still to cross this stage and shake hands with the correct person. Try not to seek your award from anyone other than the Vice-Chancellor. The order of proceedings is included in the programme, along with the words used for the various stages of the ceremony under the relevant heading. A presenter will read out the names of the students being received to the same award. When each name is called, the student will ascend the stage, walk towards the Vice-Chancellor and shake his hand. Now, whilst past experience has shown this to be a little more challenging than it sounds, your approach to the stage and your return to your seat will be carefully guided by our specially trained marshals. So don't worry, once the ceremony is underway, it really is a case of follow the leader. Now, when you leave the stage, you will stand with your group facing the stage, and the Vice-Chancellor will formally receive you to your awards. You will doff in reply, and you will then be reseated by the marshals. When all awards have been received, students will be asked to stand to receive the university's greetings, and I will ask those who have received an undergraduate diploma or degree in any aspect of healthcare to stand for the recital of the medical oath. Also, and importantly, can I invite you, please, to clap only after the Vice-Chancellor has admitted each group of graduates to their awards and not as each one crosses the stage. This will assist our webcast and will also ensure that your hands are still in reasonable working order by the end of the ceremony. Finally, can I also ask that you check to ensure that your mobile phone is switched off. Enjoy the ceremony.
Good afternoon. I am Professor Sir Martin Evans, the President of Cardiff University. All of you sitting there, waiting to be admitted as graduates of this magnificent university, deserve congratulations several times over. Congratulations on winning admission in the first place. Cardiff is one of the most sought-after universities in the UK. Admission standards are high. Selection, as you all probably remember, is extremely competitive. For every one of you, 6 or 7 other applicants at least were fighting for your place. Cardiff University is one of the most sought after in the world. Many of you have travelled great distances for the challenge and the rewards of a degree from this university. Cardiff students are valued around the world for their skills, knowledge and attitude. Secondly, congratulations on your years of study here. Research-led teaching is one of the distinctive features of Cardiff University. Your lecturers and professors are some of the most original and pioneering thinkers in their chosen fields. Many of you may have participated in research projects, learned to ask new questions, to challenge conventional wisdom. Whether you stay in academic research or pursue another career, this will stand you in very good stead. We also pride ourselves in involving you, the students, in the development and direction of our courses. The inspectors for the UK review body for university teaching gave Cardiff the highest possible rating for standards of teaching and learning. They particularly praise partnerships with students at all levels of decision-making. Cardiff medical students get involved with patients from day one. You are now not only highly trained in the latest medical science and methods, but will be professionals with a deep understanding of the importance of communication to the patient and of the role of medicine in society. The School of Medicine is committed to providing state-of-the-art teaching, learning and library spaces for students, demonstrated recently by the new teaching block and the £17 million project to build the Cochrane Centre, which will open next autumn. These facilities include spaces for student relaxation, up-to-date clinical skills and simulation, putting Cardiff squarely on the map in terms of modern approaches to medical education. Congratulations too on what you have brought to Cardiff and to Wales. In recent years, students have successfully combined study with setting up their own enterprises. Among other causes, their efforts have helped the homeless here in Cardiff and paid for clean water in Africa. Many of you will have taken part in the Student Volunteering Cardiff, one of the largest such schemes in the country. Students have given more than 80,000 hours in the past year, helping more than 800 people every week. You are a prime reason why Cardiff University is so valued in its home community. The sporting contribution has also been enormous. Yet again this year, we may say, you've generously helped teach your colleagues at Swansea how to play lacrosse and American football, amongst others, retaining the Varsity Shield for the university in the process. Congratulations to all of you who are graduating today. We all know what an achievement that is and how many individual efforts and struggles and successes it has entailed. Congratulations are also due to the very hard-working staff who have taught you, some of whom are here today. And most importantly, congratulations to family, parents, partners, husbands, wives and supporters, many of whom will have given so much towards your success. We owe a lot to the support of parents, family, partners, both moral support, guidance and encouragement, but in many cases also considerable financial support. I encourage those of you who have graduated today to send your heartfelt thanks to everyone who has helped you. Now, a word to you new graduates. Enjoy this day. Please enjoy this day, but don't think it's all over. This is the beginning of your future. You are entering upon a process of lifelong learning, and your tutors will hope that much more than the knowledge they have imparted to you is the understanding of methods of learning, of analysis, which should serve you well for the rest of your days. Go out into the community, your community, to educate, to explain evidence-based knowledge, to encourage thought, not prejudice, and be prepared to defend education. Derek Bock, former president of Harvard University, coined the phrase, "If you think education is expensive, try ignorance." And I feel that we really should be trying to use our knowledge for the good of mankind. But I'm also keenly aware of potential abuses and misuses. We are bombarded by partial and sometimes biased and misleading information. And I feel by far the best prospect for responsible application and regulation must lie in a better informed public. You, the modern graduates, must provide that information. I have another quotation here you might like to consider from Francis Bacon. "Things alter for the worse spontaneously, if they be not altered for the better designedly." I think there's a lot of truth in that. And the adage from Thomas Edison, you probably know, "The price of liberty is eternal vigilance." Be well informed and vigilant. We're now entering the second decade of the 21st century. You will be among the professionals who will need to lead this and other nations, and it will not be an easy job. There is a lot to be done, and I hope you all leave here with a solid determination to contribute to the culture, welfare, and prosperity of your family, your communities, and of mankind. I urge you to be the gatekeepers of good sense and the educators for tomorrow. Good luck and thank you.
Nerth glad ei gwybodaeth. Boed hysbys i holl aelodau'r Brifysgol ac ar hyd a lled y byd fod cynulliad y Brifysgol Caerdydd yn cael ei gynnal heddiw ym Mhrifddinas Cymru. O dan awdurdod Siarter Frenhinol y Brifysgol, mae'r cynulliad hwn yn cyfarfod i dderbyn y myfyrwyr sydd yn rhinwedd eu hastudiaethau a'i hysgol heicdod wedi eu harholi'n briodol yn unol â statudau'r Brifysgol ac wedi cael yn deilwng o'i graddau. Wrth ddathlu llwyddiant y rhai sy'n graddio yn y cynulliad hwn, fe'i hatgoffwn o'i cyfrifoldeb i gyfrannu o werthoedd y Brifysgol hon. Nod iddynt hwy i'w ceisio, drwy cyflawniadau, wasanaethu ar lles pawb, ymdrech i sicrhau'r rhagoriaeth ym mhob peth, ac yn boeni am ddyfodol ein byd. Grandewch yn awchus ar ddoethineb, gan ei fod yn cynnig gobaith a gwirionedd ym mhob cenedlaeth. A nation's strength is in its learning. Let it be known to all members of the university and throughout the world that today in the capital city of Wales, a congregation of Cardiff University is taking place. Under the authority of the university's Royal Charter, this congregation meets to receive those students who, by virtue of their studies and scholarship, have been appropriately examined according to the statutes of the university and found worthy of their degrees. We celebrate the success of those who graduate in this congregation, and in doing so remind them of their responsibility to share in the values of this university. It is for them to seek, through their achievements, to serve the common good, to strive for excellence in all things, and care for the future of our world. Be attentive to wisdom, for it offers hope and truth in every generation.
I, Professor Paul Morgan, introduce those who have received the degree of Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery. Mohammed Abdul Salam, Sarah Rose Abu Rumi. Saima Ahmed. Yasin Al-Lawati. Bilal Wasim Ali. Rhiannon Allen. Sarah Allen. Sophie Catherine Allen. Ahmed Al-Marzouk. Jessica Tara Almeida. Laura Catherine Armitage. Elizabeth Ashton Miller. Lavanya Athithan. Anna Claire Wilshire Octoloni. Simon Bagley. Beatrice Biden. Matthew Francis Bailey. Leila Emily Ball. Nikki Marie Bamba. Josephine Elizabeth Barker. Michael Barker. William James Barnett. Laura Louise Barry.
Good afternoon. At this point in the ceremony, and at other equivalent times, it is a tradition of the university for the Vice-Chancellor to speak in Welsh to receive each group of graduates to their awards. The Welsh phrase I will use, when translated, means, "Through the authority conferred upon me by the university, I receive you to the award or degree, which I will name, and to all the privileges of that degree. Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbyniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn meddygaeth a baglor mewn llawfeddygaeth ac I holl fyrenia radd hon." Congratulations.
Adam Parry Bennett. Rhiannon Jane Bisbee. Robert Brisk. Christopher Mark William Brown. Josephine Daphne Maynard Brown. Melissa Lowe Buckley. David James Burberry. Benjamin William Butcher. Samantha Cahill. Benjamin Mark Cambers, Ewan John Cameron, Andrew Paul Carson Stevens, Lisa Marie Carter, Nicholas James Carter, Paul Andrew Carter, Christopher Chalklin, Alice Francine Chambers, Carenza Elizabeth Chapman, Mahira Ahmed Shima, Hannah Chung, Lucy Victoria Connolly, Amy Victoria Conway, Thomas Adam Cope,
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi, derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn meddygaeth a baglor mewn llafeddygaeth ac I holl ffreiniau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
Jonathan Michael Crowell, Zoe Cruz, Alice Victoria Sarah Cummin, Andrew Lawrence Cunningham, Olivia Elizabeth Curtis, Carwyn Dafydd, Mared Gwawr Dafydd, Laura Nicole David, Charlotte Hannah Davis, Claire Catherine Ann Davis, Claire Elizabeth Davis, Claire Elizabeth Davis, Glesney Mai Davis, Kate Elizabeth Davis, Kirsten Davis, Megan Heath Davis, Samuel John Nicholas Davis, Gayatri Deva Raju, Thomas Philip Dewhurst, Naila Dinani, Piers Henry Anderson Dixie, Denise Catherine Dignan, Sian Alice Ebden, Laura Eileen Katie Eddy,
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn meddygaeth a baglor mewn llawfeddygaeth ac I holl ffraniau radd hon. Congratulations.
Laura Jane Natalie Edgell, Miriam Elizabeth Edwards, Heddwen Airles Ellis, Tariq S. El Sayed, Louise Marie Evans, Natalie Jane Evans, Sean Gerwin Evans, Mark Jeremy Fabian, Claire Elizabeth Farrington, Nicola Anna Louise Flume, Naomi Flowers, Matthew Forraghy, Jessica Jane Forster, Hannah Freeman, Wilson Kawai Fung, Claire Louise Gallen Bisping, Catherine Elizabeth Garnham, Adele Ghaffar, Amit Singh Gatora, Laura Caroline Giles, Nicholas William Gill, Laura Gillingham, John James Gwatkin, Cassandra Maria Gwinnett,
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn meddygaeth a baglor mewn llawfeddygaeth ac I holl ffraniau radd hon. Congratulations.
Andrew Thomas Hamer, Laura Ann Hannaford, Belal Abdul Rokib Hanan, Paula Jane Hannant, Holly Kate Hanson. Rebecca Angharad ferch Alun Harris. Patrick Jonathan Hart. Farhana Hassan Ali. Russell Wayne Hathaway. William James Hersey. Michael Hennigan. Jocelyn Mary Ruth Hurd. Jonathan Holm. Luke Gabriel Rowland Hopkins. Adele Samantha Howe. Max Owen Howes. Marma Tim. Catherine Rhiannon Hughes. Rhian Mary Hughes. Ismiza Ibrahim. Mukhlis Idris. Rebecca Louise Jackson. Gareth Iwan James. Owain Rhys James.
Trwy awdurdod y Prifysgol, ymddiriedwyd i mi derbaniaf chwi i roedd baglor mewn meddygaeth a baglor mewn llawfeddygaeth ac i holl frani'r roedd hon. Congratulations.
Emma Louise J. Kimberly Jeffries. Samantha Kate Jenkins. Alison John. Danielle Kirsty John. Carol Emma Johnson. Maximilian Joseph Johnston. Ceirios Mair Jones. Gareth Jones. Hannah Frances Jones. Hugh Morgan Jones. Samantha Louise Jones. Sarah Louise Jones. Sianed Mair Jones. Pratibha Sybil Joseph. Eleanor Ruth Joy. Claire Keegan. Timothy Michael Kelly. Rebecca Carol Kench. Alexandra Claire Kendall. Sarah Margaret Kennedy. Sharif Khalifa. Noshin Khan.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn meddygaeth a baglor mewn llawfeddygaeth ac I holl ffreniau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
James Jonathan King. Holly Kerwin. Megan Elizabeth Knipe. Ainish Kotecha. Trishul Dilip Kothari. Joanne Laird. Sarah Michelle Lee. Christina Eleanor Lepic. Christopher John Lewis. Claire Elizabeth Lewis. Lim Chuang Lee Lim. Wei Kang Lim. Katarzyna Anna Maria Lizowski. Anne Catherine Lloyd. Ellen Fleur Lloyd. Timothy Edwin Lloyd. Tilan Rashitha Laukubalsa Ruya. Jeffrey Chia Soon Luk. Samantha Claire Lyons. Peter James McSorley. Sarah Elizabeth Mant. Ben Arthur Marson. Nicole Louise Ribeiro Martins.
Trwy awdurdod a prifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn meddygaeth a baglor mewn llawfeddygaeth ac I holl ffreniau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
Samuel Ralph McCallier. Joanne McCarthy. Marie MacDonald. Rachel Frances MacDonald. Ruth Mears. Sakina Mohammed. Jenna Lucy Morgan. Yusuf Mohammed Masood Mukhtar. Priya Nathwani. Amy Louise Nelson. Gladys Olive Nettie. Alistair Russell Gilmore Oakes. Daniel Nicholas O'Donovan. Hugh Edward Oliphant. Verity Oloro. James Daniel Douglas Osborne. Martin Graham Owen. Nia Alice Owens. Shalin Ashok Parek. Dhruv Parikh. Samuel George Parker. Mitul Patel.
Trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn meddygaeth a baglor mewn llawfeddygaeth ac I holl fyraniau radd hon. Congratulations.
Emily Patterson. Sarah Patterson. Holly Joy Pierce. Abigail Perini. Andrea June Philpott. Eleanor May Piercy. Li Wai Ping. Naomi Claire Potter. Samantha Kelly Potter. Richard Oliver Powell. Amila Deluca Priyanka Premawardana. Kerry William Price. Matthew Quinn. Mohana Mahalachumi Raghava. Rupinder Kaur Rai. Rushta Rajak. Jennifer Ann Randall. Bethany Rosie Ranjit. Claire Elizabeth Rawlinson. Stephen Reid. Ifan Taifi Rhys. Harding John Richards. Gillian Dorrit Rivlin. Catherine Heledd Roberts.
Rwy awdurdod a prifysgol a ymddiriedwyd i mi derbaniau chwi i'r baglor mewn meddygaeth a baglor mewn llawfeddygaeth ac I holl ffraniau'r rath hon. Congratulations.
Alistair George Rosie. Kerry Rowlands. Brett Anthony Salmons. Charlene Salpia. Inderpal Singh Samra. Christopher David Samways. Leanne Samantha Scott. Laura Claire Seddon. Alia Ali Saif. Paul Sellers. Aditi Sharma. Harriet Sharp. Rory James Charville. Wei Shen Tan. David Seung Hoon Shin. Catherine Helen Sinclair. Richard Stewart Skevington. Faris Soliman. Catherine Louise Speedy. Kate Spencer. Laura Jane Stacey. David Clive Steele. Emma Lorraine Stritch. Khairul Anwar bin Sumadi.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I rath baglor mewn meddygaeth a baglor mewn llawfeddygaeth ac I holl ffraniau'r rath hon. Congratulations.
Richard John Sweeney. Amber Shaheen Syed. Shuli Tan. Jodie Kawai Tang. Jing Quinn Tay. Angharad Kate Thomas. Carol Meyer Thomas. Hannah Mary Louise Thomas. Hugh Batten Thomas. Jade Weiling Thomas. Marie Thomas. Owain Pris Thomas. Rebecca Thomas. Rhys Wynne Thomas. Katie Helen Thompson. Charlotte Thornton. James Alexander Thornton. Caitlin Anna Trask. Catherine Ann Trigg. Simon William Trundle. Matthew Tucker. Rebecca Louise Turley. Owen John Vale. Hema Verlani.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaeth chwi I radd baglor mewn meddygaeth a baglor mewn llawfeddygaeth ac I holl ffreniau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
Nishal Mavji Velani. Jessie Tan J. Verne. Elizabeth Jane Vernon. Rachel Jane Vince. Laura Vines. Natalie Gemma Webber. Hannah Webster. Melanie Andorra Webster. Emma Louise White. Edward Hugh Wilkins. Anthony John Williams. David James Williams. Hannah Kate Williams. Jack Mathevos Ivor Williams. Owain Hedd Williams. Thomas Hugh Williams. Thomas Matthew Williams. Faye Wilton. Catriona Marie Wood. Nicola Ruth Wood. Nicola Ann Woodcock. Stella Francesca Woodward. Rachel Anna Winford Thomas. Emma Louise Yeaman. Fatin Nadia Zamawi.
Trwy awdurdod a prifysgol ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I rodd baglor mewn meddygaeth a baglor mewn llawfeddygaeth ac I holl ffyraniau'r rodd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Paul Morgan, introduce those who have received the degree of Bachelor of Science. Niamh Shannon Blythe. Simon Lefebvre. Dina Petrola. James Benjamin Marsden Ward. Wahib Alawi Qasim Al-Azani. Byrne-Marie Baker. Naomi Cornish. Saik Jean Ghislaine de la Motte de Brun de Vauvert. Catherine Ann Maddox. Yusuf Ali. Stuart William Frankland. Julia Housden Slan. Alice Elizabeth Richards. Alexandra Teagle. Zain Dowdy. Abigail Teresa Legg. Priya Rajaguru. Alec Ashton Thomas. Victoria Wilson. Kerry Evans. Gabrielle Sophie Jane Spicer.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I holl franiau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Malcolm Jones, introduce those who have received the award of postgraduate certificate. Anwen Margaret Jones. Shekhar Ahmed Ansari. Anadiraj Thilani Ranasingh.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I dystysgrif olryddedig ac I holl franiau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Malcolm Jones, introduce those who have received the award of postgraduate diploma. Nafisa Motaz Chowdhury. Thamanwat Thongsriket. Munir Abdul-Samin. Francis Adai. Bilal Ahmed. Yahya Ahmed Awad Al-Arbayat. Manik Arora. Liana Shakvashvili. Iswari Shinaswamy. Diana Mary Foster. Manta Kumar Gogai. Mohammed Mujib Khan. Nancy Nyambura Kunyiha. Samia Madanat. Shanthi Sangara Lingam. Inez Slim. Murid Abdul Rasul Tarawina. Muniswani Hemavathi. Marwa Kamal Hussain.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I ddiploma olryddedig ac I holl franiau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
Venkataswara Rao Subrahma Mayo Kotamaru. Debashish Sanyal. Stephanie Ann Fenwick. Samantha Joes. Darren Philip George Moyle. Pamela Story. Manon Islethel Thomas. Hilda Ann Williamson. Thamir Idris Abraham. Haroon Ashgar Ali. Shazia Bahar. Amit Bajaraja Jah. Chisalum Ifioma Chukwuna. Yiptung Tony Kwok. Akhtar Mahmood. Kebolanth Nantha Rabathmurthy Naidu. Hupash Babu Patel. Wasim Said. Aparna Yalamanchili. Lina Silman.
Trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol, ymddiriedwyd i mi derbaniaf chwi I ddiploma olryddedig ac I holl ffraniau rathon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Malcolm Jones, introduce those who have received the degree of Master of Public Health. Susan Obaru Adeyemi. John Abiodun Adeye. Mai Al-Suwawain. Gemma Nicole Burrows. Anna Sikha Dar. Rosalind Mary Griffiths. Rhiannon Catherine Hobbs. Olawoyan Temilola Ipiosilia. Christian David James. Rebecca Lewis. Mariko Maida. Akiete Ubong Mabat. Gemma Northey. Olusie Olufumir Leo Olufran Femi. Jim Harris Omekara. M. Delika Wasala Pereira. Sarah Ann Thomas. Sarah Philippa Tickner. Emmanuel Adenoy Amaru. Aidan Brython Wood.
Trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol, ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I rodd athro mewn iechyd cyhoeddus ac I holl ffraniau rathon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Malcolm Jones, introduce those who have received the degree of Master of Science. Saeed Al-Nasser. Ahmad Al-Samari. Ernest Anthony Azupari. Nigel Mark Bagnall. Martina Beaker. Elizabeth Clatworthy. Ephinius Ypsilantis. Charles de Souza. Susan Griffith. Georgia Metti. Alexander James Morrison. David James Whaling. Janani Atayampati Palanival. Intisar Ben Ketar. Hamad Ahmed Bati. May Nazad Fadel. Sarah Naim. Surat Kazaz. Nadim Udim Siddiqui. Sarah Bushel. Julie Jeffrey. Bianca Jade Levkovich. Natasha Renate Toesta. Alistair Veronic Ace.
Rwy awdurdod y Brifysgol yn ddiriedwyd i mi derbaniaf chwi I radd athro mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I holl ffreniau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
Natalie Aleri. Dimitra Georgiou. Eshika Hack. Nicola Harper. Catherine Louise Mellor. Anita Salhan. Catherine Westcott. Claire Elizabeth Williams. Amal Al-Salamah. Helen Elsie Mitchell. Mark Alexander Kurt Tobert. Meg Williams. Michelle Cronin. Richard Jasper Day. Patricia Duff. Anna Marie Duggan. Suzanne Victoria Harris. Shamila Pott. Mark McWilliam. Lynn Francis O'Connor. Deirdre O'Gara. Sarah Jane Parry. Aileen Sheehan.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol, ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd athro mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I holl ffraniau radd hon. Congratulations.
Claire Stubbs. Mary Walsh. Ibtisam Salam Abbas. Jagath Rachana Diasena. Rachel Ann Marie Evans. Yasim Mary Idris. Anastasia Katseli. Andrew Isles. Diram Thasara Jayawikrama. Bakir Karim. Mohammed Redwananul Karim. Fanny Kuklaki. Dipali Mahajan. Isaac Osemwegi Oriba. Motasim Kamradin. Eleonora Vaglioni. Susan Warren. Natasha Lilingwee. Alexandra Jessica Bishop. Deborah Gleeson. Doris von Siebertal. Angela Steen.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd athro mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I holl fyraniau radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Malcolm Jones, introduce those who have received the degree of Master of Philosophy. Andrew Paul Carson Stevens.
Trwy awdurdod a prifysgol, a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd athro mewn athroniaeth ac I holl ffreiniau'r radd hon. Congratulations, Andrew.
Those who have received the degree of Doctor of Medicine. Lisa Campbell. Eleanor Claire Carpenter. Rachel Michelle Cox. Beth Johanna Enderby. Mark Fish. Christopher Ian Jenkins. Ian Wynn-Rees. Sean William Smale. Christopher Paul Twine.
Trwy awdurdod a prifysgol, a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd doethyr mewn meddygaeth ac I holl ffreniau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Malcolm Jones, introduce those who have received the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Huda Al-Khalaf. Duncan Lee Azapadi. Michael Beaton. Cleo Selina Bonnet. Sarah Madeleine Carty. Daniel Cochrane. David Carl Ellingsworth. Nicholas Andrew Francis. Bozo Garibi. Paul Spencer Hall. Nicholas James Hulbert Williams. Thomas Eric Ingram. Wafa Yal Yamal. Huisan Leong. Suraj Menon. Nicola Claire Maxwell. Andrew George Pinder. Sally Victoria Phillips. Jason Paul Webber. Murdu Wikri Marachi.
Trwy awdurdod y brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd doethyr mewn athroniaeth ac I holl franiau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
We now come to an important and indeed a solemn part of the ceremony, and that is the recital of the medical oath. Can I ask all those of you who have received an initial diploma or degree in any aspect of healthcare to stand? Can I also invite the platform party to stand, please? The oath reader, Lowry Pugh Morgan, will declare the oath first in Welsh and then in English and ask you to agree the oath by inviting you to say the words, I do.
Addawaf mai fy mlaenoriaeth gyntaf fydd gofalu am fy nghleifion. Byddaf yn garedig gyda phob claf ac ymdrechaf I gyfarthrebu yn effeithlon gyda nhw. Byddaf yn parchu urddas a'i preifatrwydd a'i hawl I gyfrannu'n llawn at benderfyniadau ynglŷn â'i gofal. Byddaf yn onest ac yn ddibyniadwy bob amser ac yn parchu a diogelu gwybodaeth gyfrinachol. Ni fydd yng nghredodau personol yn ymharu ar ofal fy nghleifion. Drwy gydnabod cyfyngiadau fy nghymhwysedd, byddaf bob amser yn diweddaru fy ngwybodaeth am sgiliau proffesiynol. Os bydd gennyf reswm da I gredu nad I fi neu gydweithiwr yn addas I weithio, byddaf yn gweithredu'n gyflym I ddiogelu cleifion rhag perygl. Ni fyddaf yn camddefnyddio fy sefyllfa broffesiynol a byddaf yn gweithio gyda chydweithredwyr yn y ffordd orau lles y cleifion. Yn yr holl faterion hyn, ni fyddaf byth yn gwahaniaethu'n anheg yn erbyn fy nghleifion nam cydweithwyr, a byddaf yn barod I gyfiawnhau fy ngweithredoedd iddynt ym mhob achos. Rhoddaf y ddewid yma ar fy llw yn wirfoddol ac o ddyfrif. I promise that I will make the care of my patients my first concern. I will be considerate to all my patients and will strive to communicate effectively with them. I will respect my patients' dignity and autonomy and their right to be fully involved in decisions about their care. At all times, I will be honest and trustworthy, respecting and protecting confidential information. My personal beliefs will not prejudice my care of my patients. Recognising the limits of my competence, I will keep my professional knowledge and skills up to date. If I believe that I or a colleague may not be fit to practice, I will act quickly to protect patients from risk. I will not abuse my professional position and will work with colleagues in the way that best serve patients. I will never discriminate unfairly against patients or colleagues, and I will always be prepared to justify my actions to them. I make this promise solemnly, freely, and upon my honour. If you agree to the terms of the oath, say, "I do."
The platform party, please be seated. Can I now invite all of you who have received your awards this afternoon to stand so that you can receive the greetings of the President, Professor Sir Martin Evans, and of Mr. Jack Navin, the representative of the Students' Union.
May your care ever be for the good name of the university and the well-being of our world.
You are now members of the distinguished alumni of this university. May your association with the university be cherished and be constant throughout your life, and may your care ever be for the fellowship of our university and for the welfare of all people.
Down, I'm sure that all you very proud graduates would like to join in a long-standing tradition at Cardiff University at these ceremonies, and that is to pay a special tribute to your families and friends who have supported you in so many ways over many years, not least financially. And indeed, to thank the academic staff who have helped you reach this important point in your life today. Can I therefore invite you to turn around to greet your family and friends and to say a special and public thank you to them all by giving them an enthusiastic round of applause. Thank you. Please be seated.
Vice-Chancellor, Rhodri Morgan, the Assembly Member for Cardiff West, former First Minister of Wales, and from 1987 to 2001, Member of Parliament for Cardiff South, was educated at Oxford and Harvard, and has a formidable intellect, a copious memory, and fluency in an impressive number of languages. In looking at his political career, I shall not number the committees he sat on or the offices he has filled, whose names, though music to the political ear, ring less sweetly to most of us. Instead, I shall try to give some slight idea of what his presence has meant in Welsh public life. In the 1990s, it seemed that he was placed on this earth principally for the torment of the then Conservative Secretary of State for Wales. But he was destined for higher things. After a brief period of turbulence, he became the first minister in the devolved Welsh Assembly. Great were the exertions, sir, in Westminster to prevent Rhodri Morgan being called the Prime Minister of Wales. And there was consequently wry satisfaction among the knowing when it turned out that that was exactly what he was called in Welsh. And what has been his influence on Welsh public life? First, we must register that everyone in Wales refers to him simply as Rhodri. Confident listeners will know who is intended. This is because this highly educated, intensely cerebral man is seen as a man of the people. He is forthright, interested, and honest. He has, as it were, no expedient political filter between his brain and his tongue, something which has caused his civil servants no end of anxiety over the years. His mind is ever active. If something is worth thinking about, he thinks about it. If his thoughts are worth uttering, he speaks them. In this, he is perhaps unlike the run of politicians. Most of what he says because he knows it to be interesting or believes it to be true. Another great Welsh intellectual and honorary fellow of this university, the Archbishop of Canterbury, has a similar moral strength and press relations weakness. Rhodri Morgan is a very good listener too, and it is this which makes the public accept him as one of themselves. It's not so much that he wears his learning lightly, as that he stands on terms of perfect equality with his constituents as mutually respectful members of the community. They all recognised, as Alexander Pope wrote, "Worth makes the man and want of it the fella, the rest is all but leather and prunella." It's impossible to speak of Rhodri Morgan without introducing a personal note. Whenever I see him, whether unveiling a plaque or shopping in the farmer's market, I'm reminded of a political world before the domination of spin, of image, and of security. When I was a boy, sir, I could cycle along Downing Street, though one had to get off and walk through the passage to Hawksguards Parade or face the wrath of the policeman outside number 10. Thanks in part to our first, or perhaps I should say our prime First Minister, Wales has not entirely lost touch with that world. The great English novelist Anthony Trollope wrote, "A man who entertains in his mind any political doctrine except as a means of improving the condition of his fellows, I regard as a political intriguer, a charlatan, and a conjurer." I hope Rhodri Morgan is not dismayed to hear that he would make an admirable Trollopian subject. Recognising that things will never be perfect, Rhodri Morgan still believes in the perpetual struggle to improve them. In this, he is, strictly speaking, I think, a very special sort of optimist. He both engages with the world and, in this, I won't say semi-retirement, in this new phase of his career, enthusiastically cultivates his garden. Anrhydeddus is ganghellor cyflwyno fi ti Rhodri Morgan fel doethir yr anrhydedd Prifysgol Caerdydd.
Trwy'r awdurdod a roddwyd i mi gan y cyngor, derbaniaf chwi, I radd doethyr anrhydedd a Prifysgol, ac ei holl ffreinio'r rathon. Congratulations. Welcome to the university.
Wel, braint o'r mwyaf yw hi I fi fel mab I ddarlithydd gynt yn y brifysgol hon am 20 mlynedd nôl yn y 30au a'r 40au I dderbyn y radd hyd yn hyn unigryw o fod yn doethyr anrhydedd. It's an enormous privilege to me as the son of a former lecturer at this university for 20 years, back in the 30s and 40s, to be receiving this so far unique degree honour. And I am lucky because, unlike all of you, I have not had to be examined in order to receive my degree today. But I think you're lucky as well, in the sense that I think 2010 is a very, very good year to be graduating in medicine and post-graduating in medicine, and especially from this university and especially from Wales. And I say that because in graduating from Cardiff and from Wales and then going on to practice medicine in all its various subspecialities in whatever country in the world you eventually practice it in, you will carry the good name of Cardiff and Wales with you for forevermore. And there is a very special aspect to the link between this part of the world and the world of medicine. Around the time that this university was being founded, 125 years ago, something was coming to life. That is the organisation of medicine on a socialised basis in the formation of the Tredegar and Blaenavon Medical Aid Societies, where coal miners and iron workers were putting sixpence a week into the kitty so that these medical aid societies could hire their own doctors to break the link between the former private practice of medicine, in which I am ill, you're a doctor, you treat me, I pay you. And we're bringing in the alternative principle that society needs to be sure that if you're ill, you can be treated, and society will arrange the payment to the doctor, as well as the training of the doctor, and so on. Now, that is a Welsh invention, and what is very special about 2010 that will make it memorable forevermore is that in establishing this principle back in the 1880s, which eventually gave rise to the National Health Service, in 1948, because Aneurin Bevan, the architect of the National Health Service, his family brought him up as members of the Tredegar Medical Aid Society, and when he established the National Health Service in 1948, he referred to it as the Tredegarisation of healthcare across the United Kingdom. Not a very pretty word, Tredegarisation, but you could see what he meant, in that he was born under socialised medicine at a local level, and he wanted to make sure that everybody in the UK had the advantage from it. Now, sadly, we commemorated 1 week ago today the 50th anniversary of the death of Aneurin Bevan. But 2010 was a very special year as well, because finally the United States of America joined the civilized world in the sense of a million miles away from anything that Aneurin Bevan would have recognised as socialised healthcare, but nevertheless universal healthcare organised by the state to make sure that everybody has access to healthcare regardless of their ability to pay. So when you think of the three aspects of medicine, you can say, well, there's the practice of medicine, which you get taught at medical school. There is the science that lies behind and sometimes in front of medicine. And then finally, there is the social politics of medicine. So it has taken the USA about 100 years, and the first calls to have some form of universal health care came back in the 1910s, and finally in 2010 President Obama has achieved what I would call partial Tredegarisation of the healthcare system of the United States of America. And you just recited now the Hippocratic Oath, or a slightly modernised version of it. And I do remember a quarter of a century ago, the medical students at Harvard University, which I attended a long time ago, actually did have a kind of riot. You know, if medical students have a riot, it's a slightly polite affair, but in which they were calling out, "Hip, hip, Hippocrates, up with the service, down with the fees," and chanting this because during the period of President Reagan, they thought medicine was going so much the wrong way. Now, I don't know what countries you're going to be practicing medicine in, but you may have to organise the occasional riot or demonstration shouting, "Hip, hip, Hippocrates, up with the service, down with the fees," and do try to get that the right way round. It's sometimes easy to forget. So I think that because the USA has joined the civilised world in the provision of universal health care this year, 2010, because it's the commemoration of Nye Bevan's 50th anniversary of the death of Aneurin Bevan, the architect of the health service, 2010 and Cardiff, it's the best year you could have chosen to be graduating in medicine, and may you always remember that as you carry the good name of this university and the small country you studied in to whatever part of the world you're going to be practicing medicine in. Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you very much, Roderick. As President of the University, I now have the duty, and I feel it's been such a good occasion, I might almost say the sad duty, to draw these proceedings to a close. This occasion is naturally one of the most pleasurable in the university calendar, and it is a joy to be on this platform and to see the pride and joy and relief of all the new graduates as they cross the stage. It's wonderful. It's wonderful, too, to have the opportunity to share this today with you, Rodri. And Rodri, I would like to point out again, is receiving the very first of this university's honorary doctorates. And I think you mentioned the year 2010 as being an index year. Well, maybe with your honorary doctorate, it can be an index year for doctorates as wonderful as yours. I hope so. I trust that the pride and joy that you feel today will stay with you always. In the years to come, you'll look back on your time in Cardiff University and realise that the happiness you've experienced and the friendships you have made, and I think friendships are very important here, and the depth of knowledge and experience gained have all served you well in the journey through life. Today, you're joining the worldwide family of Cardiff University alumni. It's a family that helps you stay in touch with each other and with us. And I hope you'll remember and share your experience, that you'll come back and see us often, and that you'll continue to support us so that new generations can benefit, as you have done, from the outstanding teaching and learning here at Cardiff University. On behalf of the Cardiff University, of your academic staff, the officers, your fellow students, and the great body of alumni throughout the world, I wish you every success, or we wish you every success in the future. Thank you.